physically in the best shape of your life. You have your dream car. You start to see this version of yourself floating like a hologram. A moment comes when you have to decide if enough is enough.
Heaviness and pain that I was feeling in my chest, it's not there anymore. I feel joy through my body.
Good morning.
I was hoping you would distract me so I wouldn't have to think about this.
What's happening?
My foot is broken to some degree, so Rue has come around with a red light machine and some peptides.
We're gonna try to heal
This
it
is
as
Rue.
soon as possible.
This is the guy behind all of my health transformation.
So what's the protocol been for the broken foot?
So we want to give it a bunch of supplements for bone regeneration, remove as much inflammation as possible, create as much circulation as possible, and then also allow for as much collagen synthesis and bone deposition. So we have it on calcium, vitamin K2, a bunch of anti-inflammatory, a bunch of agents that are used alongside bone development, so hyaluronic acid. There's also MSM, chondroitin, so all these supplements are going to be stacked together. This is one of the secret sauces. TB500 is really good for creating circulation, angiogenesis, new blood vessels. But mostly it's a very strong anti-inflammatory, and we need to reduce inflammation as soon as possible. So we're going to bolus dose this, meaning that we're going to do more quantity in one go.
How was that? It's good, man. It's good. Got some good content, some good scans. That's what it's all about. We get the results in 1 hour. So you're gonna have to wait and see if it's broken or fractured or nothing. Maybe I'm just a little bitch. We'll find out. We're gonna do a hypnosis session after this. Shacko, who is a communication expert, he's one of the best in the world at what he does. He basically wants to take himself and his business to the next level, let go of some bad habits, basically step into that 100K a month version of himself. So let's head there and see what he's saying. Yes, my man, what's good?
How are you, bro?
Very well, how are you, man?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you, bro. Yeah, I've already got some notes from when we spoke over the phone. The financial goal, right? The 100K per month. And then the reasons behind that are several for your new family that you'll be starting, for your current family, to be able to take care of them, to be able to be that version of yourself. So what gets you out of bed in the morning?
Taking care of my wife, to be honest, bro. And I genuinely don't think that's good enough, because she can't be my purpose. She isn't my purpose, but lately it kind of has felt that way. Because I want to make sure that she's comfortable.
So what is the goal above that?
Reaching my full potential. Potential financially, physically, spiritually, and in terms of relationships as well. On the way here, I left my cigarettes at home because I'm ready to make a change, man.
Did I share like the story of what happened with my mom recently? Did I share that with you? So I'll just share it real quick because I think you might resonate with it. I love my mom more than any woman in the world, and she triggers the fuck out of me as well, right? And we've been on a beautiful journey together with a lot of self-awareness and openness and love. And we've come so far, yet that trigger is still there at times. And in Cape Town, I noticed I would avoid her at times. It wasn't until the very end of the trip when she said to me, I really want help quitting smoking. Can you help me do that? And the day before she left, we sat down and I was just asking her, okay, why do you want to quit? And just going into it. And I said to her, when it came down to it, it didn't actually seem like she wanted to quit. And I said to her, do you love yourself enough to quit? And she said no. And that response from her just made me start bawling. I started bawling because I realized that the reason why I was holding all of that anger and frustration inside of me was because I was actually angry at her for smoking, knowing that it was killing herself. And in that moment, I just hugged her and I said, this is why I'm scared. And she just broke down crying as well. And she stopped. And it's now been 3 weeks, she hasn't smoked.
What?
She hasn't smoked.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And the reason why she stopped is because in the moment she felt love unconditionally, like the truest form of love. And that was the love she needed to make the decision to do that for herself. And now our relationship has flourished so much more. I realized there's so much more I could be doing for her, not just financially, but in many other ways, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, being there for her, like in so many ways. And our relationship has completely transformed again, just through that one moment of honesty and vulnerability and love. Sometimes it just takes that moment to have that realization, not just mentally, but really to feel it. And that's when everything changes. And I grieved her loss. I grieved her death. It felt like she died emotionally to me. I actually realized that I was carrying that weight of that fear of her dying for decades. And it literally felt like she passed away. And now she has a whole new lease at life. She's 60, she's not smoking, she's not drinking, she's working out in the gym, she's never done in her whole life. She's now traveling and bringing her to Bali with me. I think, to be honest, man, I think I have a lot of clarity on what you're looking to do in terms of the transformation that you're looking to have. Is there anything else at all you'd add that you think is relevant that would be useful to talk through before we go into it?
I kind of feel greedy if I ask school.
Why?
Because I feel like what I initially mentioned is far more important. And it is more important.
Sure.
This is secondary, but it would still be nice.
So that is rooted in lack, because it's coming from the belief that you can't have everything that you want and everything that you desire.
Oh, dude, you're spot on.
In the past 6 months, this frustration has built, the stress has built. I'll never reach my full potential. I don't believe we have a potential. I believe, this is one of my philosophies, I believe we're limitless.
I think that's very powerful. That's a huge shift already, just in terms of direction, in terms of consciousness, where you want to go. So if you're that version of yourself, do you feel confident that you'll be at your goals, you'll be living the life you want to live?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. All right, we're going to get started. In 3, 2, and sleep, fully relaxing. All the way down, completely letting go. Notice that the mind is going completely blank. Any thoughts, fears, or worries are just floating away like clouds as you go into this very deep, dreamlike state, feeling fully relaxed, feeling amazing. And I want you to imagine now that you're on a beach. And this beach is unlike any beach you've ever been on. It goes on for as far as the eye can see. There's perfect white sand. You can feel the sun beating down on the back of your neck and the heat that comes from that. And as you walk along this beach, the water invites you to it. And so you walk up to that water, and as you look down at where the water starts to meet your feet, you see that there are reflections in that water, but it's not the reflection of your current self. It's actually the reflections of a different version of yourself. And what you realize as you look down at this water is that you've been wearing layers of armor for so many years throughout your life, and it feels heavy. And you see now how it shows up in your life. When you look at these reflections, you see how it comes up in negative thinking, whether it's getting angry, arguments with your wife, habits that you know don't serve you creep in, such as smoking. This armor is being held and weighing you down because it's coming from a deep sense of fear, of loss of love from your partner and from those around you. A moment comes when you have to decide if enough is enough. You start to walk step by step into this magical water, and as you do, you see the armor and that weight start to dissolve off your feet, dissolve off your legs as you continue to walk into this water. You do not need to carry it anymore. And you lay there, floating. And as you lay there in complete peace, you feel so connected again to your true self. You feel God's love unconditionally shining down on you. You see yourself reaching your full potential. You see yourself reaching that potential financially, in your business, easily hitting 100K per month. And you see yourself reaching your potential physically, in the best shape of your life, and spiritually with your connection. You are completely secure financially. You invest in properties, you give money to charity, you travel around the world. You have your dream car. It feels so true to yourself. It's just part of your potential. And any of the old patterns from the past, whether it was smoking seems so far away. You just see it what it was. It was just a form of self-sabotage. You don't even want to smoke. In fact, the moment you even look at a cigarette, it detests you. You immediately see yourself throwing it away. It's just done. You don't even resonate with that version of yourself. In fact, you've completely removed the desire to ever smoke again, because why would someone smoke who is reaching their full potential, who loves themselves, who is so connected to God? Of course they wouldn't do that. And all of these reasons now feel so grounded inside of you. They're just part of you, that you start to see this version of yourself floating like a hologram. You see this version of yourself so clearly now. You can feel him. You welcome him in. You can literally feel the vibration of this self with 2, 1, and sleep, fully relaxing, completely letting go, feeling it deep inside of your soul, inside of your heart, taking a final deep breath in. Just feel yourself connecting with him. Feel how good that feels. Feel how much self-love is there. This is what your full potential feels like. Welcome back. Thank you. It's good to be there.
There's like a light in your eyes, like literally a light in your eyes.
How do you feel?
I feel ready and I feel deeply present to the moment and excited to move forward, but at the same time very, very calm. Feels like a controlled passion, and I feel less restriction as well. Yeah, like that heaviness and pain that I was feeling in my chest, it's not there anymore. I feel joy through my body.
Can you ever like associate to how you were feeling before?
I can understand it, but I don't feel it anymore because that's not who I am.
Who are you?
It's interesting because when you ask me, who are you? I can really feel a sense of who I'm not as well.
Yeah.
In a good way though, because I feel like I've shed a lot of dead skin. That's what it feels like.
This version of you right now is the person who has that, because it's not a future moment. It's just familiar. It's just who you are. How much more confident do you feel about this life now, these goals, these things that you want to do?
That's just the reality. Like I'm on my way to making 250K per month. The confidence is absolutely there, but it's, I would describe it more as a certainty and trust. I feel cleaner. I feel like I'm not holding on to that residue of guilt and all that stuff I mentioned. I feel like even the nicotine's out of my body, to be honest. Like that's how it feels. This shit's real, guys. I'm telling you, it's real. I knew it was real because I've done these Joe Dispenza meditations and I've seen results. But when you have a guide in front of you like this, take this from, somebody who's been coaching high-level executives for 5-6 years. This shit is real. This shit works, and you're a testament to it. And I'm a testament to it right now. And I'm looking forward to sharing results as well with you.
To show people the power of your own mind. It's ultimately all you. It's all your own mind that you're changing, right? It's not magic. It's your own mind unlocking your own potential. This is the thing that does all of it, right? There's nobody who cannot do this. There's a reason why we're all inherently so interested in our own psychology and our mind. It's because we have this constant thing going on. It's just that most people never realize that it can work for you, not just against you.